Well, morning Walkwatchers, and you join us again on another walk in the Mournes. And full disclosure, if you've been following us on Instagram, then you'll know that I'll already have done this walk. This is the second attempt. Well, it's not an attempt because we managed to walk it the last time. We're going up Commedagh again today. Had a disaster with a wee card in my camera, which meant that I have no footage, so I'm having to walk the thing again. Thankfully, I'm not having to walk it alone because Stephen's here. See, it makes it all worthwhile. Although I'm feeling a bit rough this morning because he made me eat pizza and drink wine last night, and I'm just not looking forward to this walk with all that in my belly. Anyway, stay with us for the walk because it's a beautiful day again in autumn, mid-autumn. We parked the van at the Mournes Lodge, which was really simple, very handy. CCTV there all day, which makes the place nice and secure. And then we headed up the lane towards Mournes, crossed over the Stile, across the Tracy River, and eventually onto Tracy Track. Now, Tracy is a very straightforward route up into the Mourne Mountains, and you pass by Mournes there on your right, Slieve Commedagh, heading up towards Hare's Gap. But as Stephen said, you spend most of your time looking down at the track because it's filled with these big boulders and you'd go over in your ankle. So you spend most of your time looking down rather than looking around you. So thankfully, we had the camera on. This is us coming up onto Hare's Gap here, and you'll notice we haven't gone through that boulder field down below us there as we look down over Tracy Track. Instead, we've come up onto the lower slopes of Slieve Commedagh here and skirted round that valley towards Hare's Gap itself. You can see that sort of rough cliff face there. There's the trail that goes out all the way down to meet Tracy Track, and there's the boulder field below us. Did that the last time, not so much fun. There's Hare's Gap ahead of us now, looking awfully like Helm's Deep or The Wall in Game of Thrones, but we're nearly there. Just over the moor wall is a completely different world as we look out over those high moorns. We turned left and started to follow the wall then up onto the top of Slieve Commedagh. Climb starts really easily with these steps made out of big granite boulders, and you get some great views down over the valley towards Slieve Binnion, Slieve Lamagan, Cove and Slieve Beg. That's Crom Reservoir down in there. And there's the first peak today, that's Slieve Commedagh at 586 metres. A nice wee mountain. But we're not going to hang around here too long. We're going to head down the other side, following the wall, and we're going to head up Slieve Commedagh. Now, if I'm being honest, Commedagh is very much a bump on the way to Commedagh, but it has some spectacular views. I reckon it's one of the most underrated mountains. Look at that view. Look at that. And just like that, our second peak of the day, Slieve Commedagh at 640 metres. Super little mountain. Look at those views. Okay, only stopping a few minutes to admire that beautiful view, we pushed on towards the main event, which is Slieve Commedagh. So Commedagh is a long, slow climb and can be quite grueling, so we were breaking it up as we went along. You can see there are a number of landslips, which makes it a wee bit more awkward. Just adds a wee bit extra onto your walk as you've got to climb and walk right round them. Slieve Commedagh is relatively flat on top, so once you get to the shelter and you reach the stile, cross over the wall and there it is in front of you. The peak of Slieve Commedagh, 767 metres. But look at the view of Slieve Donard. It looks so different from this angle. Am I in the frame? And I need to slouch a bit more. That's a bit better, isn't it? You're looking cold. Are you cold?
No, alright.
You right?
Well, yeah. I think I might be feeble. Need to just
Man up.
just get more layers. Just be sensible. Bring more clothes with me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Look, hi everybody. Welcome to the top of Slieve Commedagh. And as I said at the beginning, down at Mournes Lodge, this is the second time. But anyway, here we are again, looking out. Well, you can't see from that angle, but we can see here. We're looking out over Slieve Donard on a spectacular autumn day. It is in the sun. It is really warm, although Stephen looks as if he's absolutely Baltic.
Just conserving heat.
He's conserving it.
Being sensible.
He's freezing, is the truth.
Yeah.
But in the sun, you could really get a suntan here. It is absolutely beautiful. And we're looking out over the sea, and we had a good look out over Newcastle, which I'll just show you now. And okay, so let's talk about the walk. Mm-hmm. How did you find that?
It was nice. I mean, it was tough, but everybody likes a challenge.
Yeah.
Definitely bits were tough, but it was manageable. I mean, you just take breaks every now and then. It's fine. Break it up, and it's all good.
Yeah. So we came up through Tracy Track, and then up to Hare's Gap, and then turned towards the Mourne Wall and followed it up onto Slieve Commedagh, and then along that to Slieve Commedagh, which I still maintain has some of the best views in the Mourne Mountains.
Yeah.
Looking out over Burna and over the Bencrum Reservoir.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. And when the light's like this and the sky is as blue, it is just something to behold. And it really is fabulous. And then from Commedagh, then on up here onto Commedagh. And yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a tougher climb. There's a lot of land slippage along there.
Yeah.
So that's quite hard going. And we found the water pipe.
Yes, I thought that was quite exciting.
That's quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, good, fresh, clean drinking water from a pipe in the side of Slieve Commedagh. That's pretty cool. So the next thing to do is we're going to get our lunch here, and then we're going to head over towards the saddle between ourselves and Donard, and then down round the back of this mountain, down round behind Commedagh, and along the Brandy Pad, back up to Hare's Gap, back down the Tracy Track, and back down to Mournes Lodge. It's as easy as that.
Aye. Dead handy.
Sure, 5-minute job. So here come the stats. Stick with us. Thank you for watching the videos yet again. Thank you so much for joining us on our journey. Of course, if you've enjoyed the video, give us a wee like, and please subscribe. It would be lovely to have you along for more of our walks. Here come those stats. Away. Wait. Away. Slieve Commedagh is part of the Mournes range of mountains in County Down at a height of 767 metres. It took us 2 hours and 15 minutes to reach the top, total time for this walk of 3 hours and 51. It took us 23,189 steps, a distance of 14.9 kilometres at an average pace of 15.26 minutes per kilometre. The weather was a clear, fine 12 degrees centigrade and 6 degrees at the top. Stephen Johnson was my walk watcher, and we parked the van at a side heat east at Mournes Lodge. So in order to bypass the customs men, the smugglers came in at Bloody Bridge and then came up past Chimney Rock Mountain. You can see the chimneys now on Chimney Rock.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And came through carrying the barrels of brandy.
That's a lot of effort.
It's a whole load of effort and a whole load of other stuff so that they could get it to Hilltown where they could sell it. Look at those formations now from this angle. Coming down that way. Now on our right hand side is Slieve Commedagh, on our left hand side is Slieve Beg, as we head down the Brandy Pad towards Slieve Commedagh and the Hare's Gap. What? So that's what you said. No, it's fine. Have a raincoat. Shall we run? One last look then down that valley at Ben Crom with Binion away down there in the distance. Doesn't it look fantastic in that light? And then carry on down the Brandy Pad towards Burna and Hare's Gap, down Tracy Track and back down to Mournes Lodge. Let's have a look at the route then. Out of Mournes Lodge, up onto the Tracy Track, up to Hare's Gap, over the wall and up onto Slieve Commedagh. Let's have a look back over the valley. Carry on over to Slieve Commedagh and then up onto Slieve Commedagh itself, those stunning views. Back down to the saddle along the Brandy Pad, have a look at the castles there. Head back up to the Hare's Gap, down Tracy Track and all the way back down to Mournes Lodge. This has been the Walkwatchers Walk of Slieve Commedagh. Why don't you get your boots on, go outside and go exploring. And I'll see you again next time.